All right, so today we're going to talk about tech savvy tips for you as a real estate entrepreneur. And the reason why I want to go over this is because some of us have a false belief that we're going to do this business without technology. And it's 2022, it's almost impossible to run a successful business without technology, right? And it doesn't have to be a computer or a super high tech device, but all of this stuff is related and connected, right? Phone at some point was technology. Like a regular phone that's on the wall, that was technology. So we need to utilize this stuff in our business, and we can't be afraid of it, right? We got to get over these humps. We got to use it ourselves, or we got to get somebody to use it for us, right? And I'm a marketer. I'm a plug. We'd be more than happy to help you with some technology if you need that kind of help. So here's what we're talking about today. This video is sponsored by remarketingbook.com/planner. That's where you can get our ultimate real estate goal planner. Go check it out. It is satisfaction guaranteed. If you don't like it, you can return it and get all of your money back. That's how confident we are that it works, right? You have up to a full year, 1 full year to say you don't like it. And if you don't like it, 364 days you don't like it, tell us, we'll send you your money back. Now, let's get into the video. Tech savvy tips for real estate entrepreneurs, part one, right? This is part one, and then I'll do part two, and I'll go into more detail. So, number one, right? Don't be afraid, right? So, the first thing that we have to do is we need to have the proper mindset about how we're going to run our business, how we're going to integrate technology into our business, or how we're going to get someone else to integrate technology into our business. And the biggest struggle that I see with people is their mindset, right? They have I guess, defeatist, if that's a word, defeatist mentality. I can't do it. I won't be able to do it. Technology is overwhelming. Technology is scary, right? So, I want you to work on that mindset and understand that utilizing technology, just like you learn anything else, you can learn technology, right? And there's that little corny quote, how to eat a elephant one bite at a time. Same thing applies here, right? How are you going to learn technology? You're going to learn one thing at a time, one little piece at a time. So don't go try to be doing everything at once, right? When I'm teaching my students, when I'm teaching my members, I'm telling them, hey, do this one thing and focus on that one thing, right? It's no need for you to go get overwhelmed and start believing that you need to do everything out there, right? You can have success with just one or two technology pieces, one or two items, right? Your computer, your smartphone, right? That's could be all you need. You might not need to use the software. It depends on who you're going to collaborate with, but you get the point. So, number one, don't be afraid. Fix that mentality around you can't utilize technology, right? Fix that mentality. Don't go in with that mentality, because when you go in with that mentality, you're already defeated. Your body, right? Your body language, your physiology is already defeated. I can't do technology. So your brain is like, man, she can't do it. He can't do it. Cut it off, right? So fix the mindset first and foremost. Instead of saying I can't do it, maybe be more honest and say you don't want to do it. That might be one of the reasons. Or say, how can I do this, right? How can I do this? How can I go get proper training, right? Check YouTube, check out some of our videos, right? How can I go get proper training so I can use this stuff in my business? So instead of saying I can't do it, it's scary, I'm overwhelmed, I want you to change that mindset. And I want you to say, how can I? How can I do this? What do I need to do so I can do this? And take it one bite at a time. Don't expect to be perfect overnight, or don't expect to get everything done in, a few short months. However, if you dedicate time and resources, you will be fine, right? It's a process, and there are levels, just like elementary school, right? You didn't get through that in one or overnight or a couple. It doesn't work that way. It takes a process. You got to learn step by step by step. Technology is going to be the same way. Learn step by step by step. Okay. All right. Number two, keep it super simple, please. What that means is, I touched on it a little bit earlier. Don't go out there buying all kinds of technology, this latest gadget. Oh, they said you needed this, right? Keep it super simple. So minimize devices, minimize software, right? Don't go out using a bunch of items, because this is where it becomes overwhelming. It becomes very overwhelming when we're trying to do too much at once. So minimize it. Use one device or two devices maximum. when you're trying to learn this stuff, right? Because just that one device, those two devices, they can lead into, right? The devices are hardware. They are hardware versions of technology. They that hardware, once you start operating on the hardware, that's called the software. Like all of the programming and all the stuff that you see on the screens, that is the software. Just those two devices, they can lead to hundreds and thousands of other technology, right? So it's called the software. Minimize the devices because those devices are going to lead to hundreds of pieces of technology and content, and that's where you get overwhelmed. So minimize it. You don't need all of those devices, right? Smartphone and a computer or laptop, right? Smartphone and a healthy laptop and a healthy desktop computer, right? And if you need more details about that, you want to you want to have consultation, like what kind of tech and what kind of stuff I need in my computer, feel free to reach out to me. So keep it super simple. Minimize your devices. Next, computer and mobile, right? You basically, these days, you can't really choose one without the other because it's you can't do one without the other. So this is why minimal device, you want to have a smartphone and your computer, a computer. So if you're running a business, what I want you to keep in mind, I get students come through all of the time. Hey, I tried to do this thing. As an example, we were having a mastermind about Google My Business, how to grow your business on Google. And one of the members of the mastermind said, hey, I was trying to do this thing on my phone that we learned about on the computer, and it's just not working. And we gave her feedback and said, you can't do it on the mobile device, right? So here's how I want you to think about it. Mobile devices should be used mostly for consumption, right? So what does that mean about computers? Computers should be used mostly for production, right? So consumption and production, right? If you're going to consume content, it's okay to maybe use your phone, right? Think about a convenient, there are other instances like when you're on the road or something like that, you can use the phone. But in terms of running an efficient business, what you want to do, right? And I promise you, stop trying to use these phone devices running a business. You're going to have a hard time. You're really going to struggle when it comes to productivity. Really going to struggle. And some people are, one or two people, oh, I do everything on my phone. I'm not talking to you, not talking to anomalies, right? Generally, you're going to do best by utilizing the computer. And I'll do another video on a lot of these applications sync across the computer, right? So you can do that stuff on your computer. You can make phone calls from your computer now, right? From your laptop. You can send text messages and stuff from your laptop. You can do that stuff still on your computer. And actually, many times the computer gives you a lot more leverage and a lot more utilization than the mobile device. So keep that in mind when you're out producing for your business. Consumption and production. Computers are for production. Mobile devices are for consumption. Is a great general guideline. So also with mobile, I want you to think about, like, it's convenient, but it's not the most productive. So always keep that in mind with mobile devices too. Yes, it's convenient because we can take it with us and go do a bunch of things, but convenience, you lose efficiency when it comes to convenience. All right, next, do not be afraid to experiment. It's okay to experiment and explore, right? So a lot of times people get overwhelmed, they get the analysis paralysis, and they just don't do anything at all. So don't be afraid to experiment, right? Save all of your devices, make sure you save everything. Always make copies of stuff and then go experiment. What happens if I click this button? What happens if I try this shortcut? Go and experiment. Go and experiment. So it's okay for you to try. The best way you're going to learn is by trying and doing, right? Go out and experiment. Don't be afraid to experiment. There's also, so since I'm talking about it, there's a really great website that I'm going to pull up for you. So this website is called Computer Hope. This is a great website, and they give you so many tips on utilizing your computer, right? So visit websites. Like I got this from Google years ago, and this is just a good website to catch up and learn technology, right? Sometimes we forget that we can go to Google or go to YouTube and start to learn these things, right? Follow the YouTube video, see what that person is doing, and go implement it. Go try it yourself, right? The guidance is out there, and we have to stop being overwhelmed and fearful. We got to get out there and do it. So use Google, use YouTube to go research and find out. Let me show you this Computer Hope website. Don't be afraid to utilize Google, right? So I got this from Google long time ago, and it's a really great website. Free computer help since 1998. Don't be afraid to utilize this website and many other websites when it comes to learning or trying to use technology in your business. Okay, so that's one tip I have for you. Then the last tip I have for you is don't be afraid to ask for help. If you need help, we do offer help. We have a lot of content here on YouTube and many of the other platforms. We offer help there, and we also offer help from a paid consultation perspective, right? We have programs where you can be on monthly, and we'll give you monthly support. We'll give you monthly help on running the technology in your business. If you're interested in that, just reach out to me and we'll take care of you. Next, so again, this video was sponsored by Ultimate Real Estate Goal Planner. This is a planner that's going to help you level up your business. We back it by a 100% money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, you have a full year to tell us, and if you didn't like it, we'll give you your money back, no questions asked. If you're interested, scan this QR code or visit this website, remarketingbook.com/planner, and we'll ship it right out to you. So I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the other side.